What is up, ghosts and ghouls? I'm Blue Fox 22 here, coming at you with Graveyard Keeper Breaking Dead. So, this is going to be a new game that we're going to be playing for the majority of the week. So, that'll be Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Wednesdays will be random tower defense and RTS games and stuff like that. And then the weekend will be Minecraft. Now, Stoneblock and FTP Sky Adventures will be on Saturday and Sunday. That way I can build up a backlog of Minecraft again. And this Graveyard Keeper will be during the week. And then Wednesdays will be like our tower defense games, and we're going to get back into RTS games, and then we're going to get back into the computer TCG games like Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh and stuff like that. And then like Pokemon Showdown and stuff like that. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, with that said, let's get into it. But before we do, disclaimer, for this playthrough, I will be using a trainer. It will be for health and it will be for energy, mainly energy. That way we don't have to sleep as often. And we can progress through the game a little bit more smoothly. Otherwise, the game's going to be very long with multiple parts. And this first part's going to be pretty long, but hopefully after this, I'm going to keep the parts down to between 15 minutes to half an hour, mainly between the 15-20 minute mark. So we'll see what happens as we go along. So with that said, let's jump into it. As you can tell, I've been playing the game. Having a lot of fun with it. 55 days in. My quality of the graveyard is a 19, and I've already unlocked the church with a quality of 47. But you'll understand all that as we go along. It's an ordinary day, and our hero is hurrying home. Somewhere very important. Especially when you know that someone misses you. Oh, kid! What happened? Where is everything? Calm down. You merely turned a page in your life. A whole new chapter awaits you ahead. But I need to get home. Can I go home? There's always a way to get home. Let me see. Your new home is a graveyard. Does that mean I'm dead? It means you're a graveyard keeper now. But I need to go home to my love. Then you need to be a good graveyard keeper. You should dig up Gary. He'll help you sort everything out. Who? Ugh. What a strange vision. What is this nightmare? Okay, let's find Gary. New task. Find Gary. Let's see. Nothing in there. Apparently I could cook berry juice. Interesting. Nothing there. I can cook in here. Well, I can put wood in there apparently. Let's see what else. Oh, what about this wardrobe over here? Nope. Nothing there. What's this? The hatch is closed for now. Oh. Wow. Ugh. Place for logs. Place for stone. Can't do that right now. Craft. Stone garden. Stone and river sand. And I need a shovel, apparently. Okay. Holy shard! I'm a skull. Are you Gary? Why would you think I'm Gary? A man with a red eye told me that I need to dig you up. I need to dig up Gary. A red eye? I remember. Oh, sure, that's right. I'm Gary. How did you find me? The man told me that you'd answer all my questions. Good, good. But first, let me ask you, who are you, and where the shard are we? I must be dreaming. None of this can be real. You're the new graveyard keeper. What else do you remember? Let me think. I remember that sound. Let's go check it out. Everything is so strange. None of this makes sense. I definitely remember that bell. And a donkey. You know, I think it'll be better if I wait for you here. I might scare the poor thing. Donkey. Got a fresh corpse in town. Wow, a talking donkey. You can understand me? Let's talk. Who are you? I'm cheap labor. This cart isn't mine, so I have to work for the capitalist bastard who owns it. And I only earn 5 carats a day. This situation is deeply humiliating. You know where I'm coming from, right, comrade? The bastard pretends that he doesn't understand anything I'm saying. Anyway, I need to go back to the town. You get rid of this one. I'll bring you a new one. This is what a strange land this is. Hey, bring that. Hey, what are you staring at? Grab that juicy corpse while it's still fresh. What for? I feel like you should take it to the morgue. I don't remember why exactly, but I'm pretty sure it'll be fun. It might be profitable. Oh, am I going to puke? Let's do it. Puke? Press E to pick up and drag large items. Sure, I like this place. Feels like home. Put the body on the autopsy table. Then what's next? Oh yes, slice some flesh from the corpse. That should be good for starters. What? No way! This isn't right. Sure. It's not right. How could I forget? Maybe because I'm a talking skull with amnesia. Is it right that you don't know where you are? Is it right that I'm a skull? Nothing is right here. So shut the shard up and do what I tell you. You promise you'll tell me how to get home? You just need to trade the meat in the village tavern for beer. Talking skulls never lie. And then bring me the beer. And bring the beer to me. You unlocked a new technology in God. Blueprint. Preparation place. Blueprint. Palette. Extract. Flush. Okay. You unlocked new technology and got create burger. Create sandwich. Create baked meat. That's disgusting. You'll get used to it. What should I do with the corpse? I don't know. Let's bury it. Take the corpse. I'll wait for you in the graveyard. Oh, just put that back. There's a reason why I put that back. It's currently useless to us. Other than to make food with. Just trust me on this. It's useless. Let's bury it. So pretty much it's telling you to go to the desk to make a burial plot. You go to the burial plot, dig it out, put the body in a burial plot, cover the body up, and dress it up to make it look pretty. The more you dress it up, the more the burial plot looks nice, and the nicer makes the graveyard, and so on and so forth. So, got a rusty shuffle from Gary. We're going to go over here. Gravesite. And we're going to stick it down in this area for now. I'm so used to my game. This takes forever now. Nicely done. This burial certificate, I remember. Money. Alcohol. Alcohol. I sure used to like it. A lot. Oh, Shard. Here comes the bishop. He's your boss. Oh, I know. Ask him about the burial certificate. He should know something. I'd better leave now. I'll be in the morgue, waiting for my beer. Dear me, I'm so tired. Why? Why do I have to come here every week? Ah, Keeper, there you are. I'm sorry to have to tell you this, but your graveyard is a mess. There's no way I'm promoting you to cleric until you fix it. So, current location name. Important location information. In this case, the quality of our graveyard. And then the quality of the church appeal. Well, the church's appeal. Repair graves to increase the graveyard's overall quality. Crap graves? Nice graves. You'll probably need special resources to do that, though. Wooden marker. As soon as your grave quality is at least 5, I'll be pleased to promote you. You look like a spiritual leader, and I'm a good judge of character. I'm good at everything. That's why I was chosen to represent his will. Your predecessor used to keep his stuff in a trunk somewhere here. You should check it. I'll come by again next week. In fact, I come here every... Maybe I'm not dreaming. Did I eat something? Oh, he's waiting. What should I say? It's part of my duty, the unpleasant part. It's kind of an old tradition. I don't know much about all the traditions and rituals. I'm just here to represent his mighty and glory. I have one tiny question. What is this burial certificate? As soon as a body has been laid to rest, you can trade its burial certificate for money at the village tavern. I'm not the keeper. I was going home from work and I need to go home. There's a talking skull. He forced me to butcher a corpse. A fine joke. I'm a humorist myself. Here's one. Who is BB? Who? I am. Blessed and beautiful. Just laugh. How can I fix the graveyard? Just repair all the graves. It won't take me even an hour. But it's your job. Alright. If you run out of repair kicks while fixing the graveyard, you can always craft new ones. and it's pretty much telling you how to craft things in the world. You have red points, green points, and blue points. Red points are pretty much your hand skills, cooking, crafting, stuff like that. Green points are knowledge, when you learn new things and create new items. And pretty much when you learn and make things from nature. And then blue points are usually when you research, study. You have to go out of your way to learn about something. That's when you learn blue points. But we'll get to that later. You unlocked a new technology. Stone stockpile. Gathering stone. Rock. Timber stockpile. Okay, so we'll get to that in a second. So, top left-hand corner. This is your time. This is your clock in the center. Around it are the days of the week. Up here is your energy. They don't display your health, but we'll worry about that later. Over here is your location and important information about the location on the top right. Right now we're in the old graveyard, and it's the quality of the graveyard, not great. For me, it's Q, but for you, I don't know how you're going to map out your keyboard controls and all that. But yeah, we'll get there. When you hit Q, well, Q for me, when you open your main menu, I believe it was tab. You'll have character, technologies, known NPCs, and the map. As you travel around, you'll uncover more and more of the map. It's not that big of a map, but your character walks slow, so it feels like it's a large map. It's not that big. Okay. When you are in your menu, any inventories in the area will display their items. So it'll give you the inventory name, and it'll show you what items are in it. So in this case, on us, in our character inventory, we have a burial certificate, but in this trunk, we have 4 wooden repair kits, 4 stone kits, and some basic tools: an axe, a pickaxe, and a hammer. So when you come up to a inventory storage or door or whatever, hit E, and you'll open up that inventory. Right-clicking adds 1 item at a time. Left-clicking will add the item into your inventory all at once. Or if it's if it's a single item, it'll add it regardless if you left or right-click. If it has multiple items, you can select how many you want of that item. It is actually pretty nice. So, give me 1 second. I'm going to turn on the emulator, and we'll be right back. Well, emulator, trainer, and we'll be right back. Like I said, only health and energy. So, 1 second. Okay, I told a little fib. We're gonna get money too. Like I said, I want this to go as smoothly as possible, so we're having more fun than anything else. So for the first couple days, I pretty much ignore everything, and I go about my business of cleaning the church up, the graveyard up first. Now, tools have a durability. Said durability affects, it doesn't affect anything, but eventually the tool will break, and you'll have to either repair it or buy a new one, which can be a pain. But as you just saw, that's all nice and cleaned up. Now, as you come across graves, if you happen to put a grave in, in the wrong spot, you're gonna have to wait off a little bit, because you cannot exhume a grave until you remove the cross, the fence, and you have what they call an exhumation license. It pretty much allows you to exhume the body. It's the right, they give you the right to exhume the body. You can get those later on in the game, but right now we can't afford that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the one we already buried, And we don't have any markers or anything just yet. So we're going to hold off on that. But we are going to go for the ones with the lowest negative impact. And we're going to repair those ones first. So in this case, this gravestone, we can repair that. And this one here has a wooden marker. We can repair that. And I try to do the ones that have a nicer rating. So in this case, this wooden marker here, this wooden cross, has a rating of 2. If you look over there in the top right hand corner for the stats for it, it says adds 2 to the graveyard. Whereas these ones only add 1. So it doesn't hurt to repair them. And from what I've been playing, from how I've been playing, 0 is better than nothing. You want at least a 0 for the graves. So yeah, and we'll get to the quality of the body as we get further along as well. So we'll repair this fence. And we'll repair this fence. And the nicer you get the graveyard early on, the better the game gets for you. Because your real moneymaker can be the actual church itself. But that can be... it could take a bit to get to that point. So right now, we're getting closer and closer to a quality of 0, which is what we want early on. But we're not going to get there right away, so we're going to have to hold off on that. What I do want to do... Oh, I can't chop down trees just yet, because I need a particular skill in order to do that. What I can do is dig up these little plants here. Keeping on my shovel. See the little blue bar underneath it? That is its durability. And eventually that durability will break. And we will have to repair our shovel. So let's head on back to... we can head to the house, or we can head to the town. Actually, I do want to head to the house real quick. I want to clean up the yard of the house first. So this right here is the grindstone. This is how you'll repair your tools. Problem is, we don't have anything to use. We don't have a whetstone yet. So we're going to have to wait off on that. Come over here. This is the blueprint table. This allows you to build certain things that you're going to need for the for the area. And if you noticed, we don't have that big of an area. That's because a lot of stuff is locked off from us right off the bat, of course, because, you know, it's the beginning of the game. But not only do we not have a lot of room, we don't have some of the materials that we need in order to do stuff. In this case, we don't have the nails, and we don't have nails, and we don't have the necessary pieces of wood or these like scrap iron parts. We don't have any of that, so we're gonna have to get that from somewhere. So let's take a trip to the village. Now, the first thing I'm going to stress that you get, it's an item called a teleport stone. Get it. It is your best friend. It will help you get from point A to point B very, very fast. And as you're going along, you're going to gather and harvest everything as you go along that you can. Ooh. By the order of the Great Inquisitor, this path is closed until... They're just symbols, they're not days. I don't say anything because they're just symbols, they're not actual days. So I'm gathering up flowers for a reason. We'll need those later on. Don't know what that is. It's some sort of weird corpse or something. But this is also... can't collect it yet. Oh well. That is something I did want to find, but we can't collect berries just yet. So if we do hit, in this case, for me, our inventory, and we go to technologies, we can do sawing, we can do stoneworking, and we can do basic mining. But if you notice, there's little numbers underneath here for each of the points that we've gathered so far. So really to do anything, we're going to need, in order to, we're going to need to get some more points as far as knowledge and all that is concerned. So simple gravestones, anatomy and alchemy is one category. Theology, book writing, farming and nature, smithing, building, and culinary or cookery. Building, I would say, is number one because you're going to need to do a lot of building in the game. So I'm going to get sawing. And I'm going to get stoneworking because we're going to need that. But wait, we can't get it yet. We need 15 red points. We only have 10, so we're going to have to hold off on that. Farming and nature, that's still locked off to us. Book writing still locked off. Hold off on anatomy and alchemy. We don't need this right away, but we will get it eventually. And simple gravestones. That'll come in handy too. Alright. So yet again, known NPCs, your map, which we are slowly uncovering. We're already at the wheat farm. And just basic character stuff. So each of these give you power or energy. So that's why I gathered up the flowers. They're a quick energy boost if we were worried about energy. Like I said, we're not worried about energy for this LP, at least. And yes, if you do see stuff around town or in the area, you can just gather it up. Nothing is telling you that you can't. If you need resources, pretty much the game is your pantry. You can get resources anywhere you need them. Now, any well you come across, whether it be on your farm or in town, you can get water from. In this lovely place, the tavern here, the Dead Horse Tavern. This is open 24/7. You don't have to come at a specific time or place to get anything. Yeah, not interested. Bad luck. Not today. I am not in a good mood. Go away. You must be the new graveyard keeper. So I've been told. But how did you know? Oh, if you live as long as I have, you'll probably learn how to read people, too. But there's my... but where's my manners? I'm Mrs. Chain, Hrodic's wife. Nice to meet you. I have a few questions about... Oh, you better talk with my husband. He's in charge around here. He's not only the tavern keeper, but he's also the elected head of the village. Besides, he really does like to talk. All I can do is to sell you some recipes. So she sells recipes. So, welcome to the Dead Horse Tavern. I'm Hordic. Can I help you? I came from the graveyard. I woke up here today and things have been crazy since then. Oh, sorry. How could I have not recognized you? Good, this is good. Things are looking bright for our small village. When are you planning on opening the church? I need to fix the graveyard first. Sure. It's been a while since anybody took care of it. So let's get down to business, shall we? How can I help you? About this burial certificate. The bishop told me that you would buy my burial certificates. Yes, he's right. As the head of the village, according to ancient contract, I have to trade it for money. Of course, only if I have any money. What do you mean? The village is going through hard times. We're short on money. But as soon as you open the church, pilgrims will bring lots of shiny coins to the village. I'd like to trade some fresh meat. Meat is a delicacy in our village. I'd be glad to buy it. I just need to see the royal meat stamp on it. Many years ago, there was an accident with an inappropriate meat. Ever since, all meat must be approved by royal authority. I don't need any trouble with the town. Does your meat have a stamp? No, actually. I don't even want to know where you get unauthorized meat. But wow, it looks really good. I don't have it with me, so what is he looking at? But without a stamp, my hands are tied. Where can I get the stamp? Oh, you can send a form to the royal court through the mailbox near your church, but it will cost you a bundle. But there's another way. I'll tell you just because we're neighbors. Come closer. There's a guy called Snake. I think he has a fake royal stamp. But to be honest, I haven't seen him for a while. You can ask Miss Charm. She comes here every... I bet she can help you find Snake. Thanks. Okay, Keeper. Could you kindly take this letter to our local blacksmith, Kresvold? Sure, where can I find him? Southeast corner of the village. Okay, so we'll sell our certificate. Like I said, got money, so we don't have to worry about it. But remember our buddy said he wants beer. So we're going to buy beer. I'm going to buy both beers because I can't remember which one he wants, whether the good one or the crappy one. So we're going to buy both. We're also going to get a teleport stone because that is very important. Trust me. Now, for each vendor, as you progress through the game and you unlock different tiers, or as you buy stuff, you'll unlock different tiers from the vendors. Okay, sorry about that. So yes, as you progress along, you'll unlock different tier items. Now, let's say I unlock this tier today, in game. The next day, when the tavern opens, quote unquote opens, because he never really closes, then that tier will be unlocked and I can purchase those items from that point on. Sweet, isn't it? All right, so now, in order to sell meat to our lovely friend Hordic right here, we have to get a stamp. Whether we get the stamp from this snake character or we buy one legitimately. And the other thing is we have to take this letter over to Kresvold. So let's see if he's still going to be there by the time we get down there. As if you notice, this guy walks really slow. Oh, he's there. Hey, what are you staring at? Nothing. Just looking around. I think I'm the keeper of the local graveyard. May I ask who you are? Unfortunately, I'm the local blacksmith. My name is Cresvold. I have a letter for you from Hordic. A letter? Of course. 1 minute away, and he can't be bothered to come himself. Yeah, I guess old habits never die. Thank you. Sorry for my nagging. It seems it's my new habit. Slimes again. Erotic has asked me to get rid of them. I don't have the time for those pesky green bastards. But maybe you can help. Take this rusty sword and an energy potion. The sword is broken, but can be repaired with a whetstone on the grinder behind me. You can keep the whetstone. Maybe you'll need it to repair your shovel sometime. If you manage to kill them, bring me the remains, and I'll spare you some materials. They should be right up the other side of my house, near the puddles. So, combat. Direct actions in the game spend energy. Crafting, gathering, and fighting takes energy. Fighting has been known to take health as well. Press space to attack. You can always refill your health and energy with food and potions. Press Q to open inventory. Sleeping will also restore your health and energy. Trade with them. Now, after a while, whetstones will break, so I like to get as many as possible and store them away. This is also where we can get other materials that we're going to need for later on. Now, for some reason your tools break because you're not taking care of them, you can always come back to Cresvold and buy more. And if you notice, that went up a little bit. So yeah, as you buy stuff from Cresvold, your tier, the vendor tier will go up. There are other ways of boosting that, but we'll get into that later. All right. So first, before we do anything, I'm going to fix this and use a whetstone. There we go. Problem solved. And defeated the slimes. Good job. Take this whetstone. Just sharpen your broken tools and they'll be good as new. You have it. You unlocked a new technology and got green jelly, red jelly. So, yeah. Now, I don't know why they give you the option to buy new stuff. I guess if you didn't get the stuff from the trunk from the church, but you're supposed to anyway. It's weird, but yeah. And later on, eventually you'll get better tiered stuff. As you can kind of see underneath here. So I don't know why you would go back to get the older stuff, because they're less efficient and they use a lot more energy. I never understood that. Weird. But let's repair our shovel. Not swing our sword. And we're good to go. Now, at midnight, if there are shopkeepers and stuff outside, they are going to go bye-bye. So you'll have to wait until dawn for them to come back out. So we only have 2 red points. So we're going to have to wait to get anything else. Because we really do need wood cutting. And that's going to take a bit to get. All right. So, we could walk back to the village. There's nothing stopping us. We could walk back to the village. But let's do a little bit of exploring first. show you around the area. Not now. So like I said, if you need quick energy boost, you can gather up your flowers, put these down in your hot bar, along with your energy potions. And you can press 1, 2, 3, or 4. And you'll use said items. Not bad if I do say so myself. Now this sign here is telling you not that you can't cut down trees. This is the only area I know of so far in the game that tells you, hey, you can't cut these trees down. You want to know why? There's a dude that owns them. Like literally he owns the right to those trees. So you can't cut those trees down. This here's the masonry guy. He's pretty much where you're going to get all your stone crafting stuff, where you get your stone, and it's just all the general stuff like that. Down the way, that's the farm where you get milk and cheese and all that. The guy I talked to up this way who told me not now, he sells farming stuff, so like peat moss or peat and stuff like that. So far on my little playthrough, do you have any fresh beef? Oh no, sir, the cows are our friends. We're not like those folks from the town. I bet they even eat human flesh. They think they're smarter than us, but I think they're just barbarians. So yeah, butter, cheese, bucket of milk, jug of milk, stuff like that. I believe this is the farmer here, but he is also the beekeeper. Now the vegetables and stuff that are in people's yards, you can't gather those. So yeah, yeah, beekeeper. So you can get honey, you get beeswax, you get bees, stuff like that. Beeswax can be used to make candles. Honey is a good energy and health food. We're actually going to get some of this because we're going to need that for a particular person. Now you can pay for it, or come over here. This tree here will give you free honey once a day, but you take damage, so you have to be careful. And there should be another one up over this way. Yes, there's one here as well. So you can get 2 free honey from these particular trees that I know of so far a day. This is Corey. Hi, I'm Corey. I'm the graveyard keeper. Nice to meet you. If you need some stone materials, they'll be happy to help you. For wood materials, you can visit my brother Tress. Corey, Trestle. Okay, so we're definitely gonna need stone. So I'm gonna buy some stone from him. That'll come in handy for later. And then his brother is actually pretty close by. Welcome, fella. Yeah, you get Pete. I'm not worried about that right now because we can't use it. And this is Tress. Hi, I'm Tress. Ah, I'm the graveyard keeper. Nice to meet you. If you need some wood materials, I'll be happy to help you. For stone materials, you can visit my brother Corey. They're definitely brothers. Okay, we get more wooden repair kits from him. We can get wooden billets. We can get fletches, wooden wedges, and wooden sticks. I'm not worried about getting all this because we can do this at our own base. Fletches are actually pretty good to get early on, though. And if you plan on cooking in your house, I would suggest getting wooden billets to make firewood. But we can't make firewood just yet, so don't worry about it. And I don't think we have the resources for wooden repair kits just yet. So I'm gonna... Over this way is the chicken farm. Here, they just give out free eggs. Well, they're not free. You do pay for them, but you get feathers and you get chicken eggs. Feathers will come in handy later on for research purposes, but we'll get into that later. And then eggs are eggs. But the reason why I bought the honey, so there's a very different individual over here named Dig. This guy must be crazy. You think I'm crazy? No, I don't think that. I'm just trying to stay positive. And I know what truly matters. What? Heh. Do you think you can understand? No, Dig. He won't. Because he can't see. Okay, then I'll tell him a sweet lie. The only thing that matters are peace and herbs and nice sweet things. Sweet like honey. Bring me some honey, and I'll teach you how to make a cake. Cake is the best. Ding dong, bang bang bong. Dig I am I am. Here's the honey. Sweet, dude. What about that cake recipe? Just remember, a cake can never be too sweet. Sweetness can help you see things from other points of view, so you can learn more. Okay. And if you come to him, you can get seed oil, and you can get hemp rope. Hemp rope is actually pretty good. I don't know anyone else who offers hemp rope. You can also get hemp seeds if you don't need the rope right away. You can grow the hemp to get hemp plant, which can be used to make hemp rope and other things as well. So I wanted to give him the honey. His shop is unlocked right away, so you don't have to give him the honey, but getting that cake recipe early on is actually pretty good. That's a good source of energy and a good boost for health if you really, really need it. Okay. Don't think there's anyone else we can chit chat with. Yeah, a lot of these NPCs are kind of just there. And over this way, there he goes, the merchant. Greetings, villager. If you have any spare silver, I can offer you amazing things, tasty and rare. I humbly apologize, but I'm not busy buying any of your stuff. Unless it's something valuable. I doubt you can find something like that here. Actually, I'm new here. Everybody thinks I'm the keeper at the local graveyard. But I'm from another world and I need to go back. I understand you all too well. This world is not mine either. Oh, thank God. Mine is a world of grandeur, the palace of the town. But I'm not so lucky to be highborn, so I have to earn my coin here in this onion potato hell. Scare him to cure his hiccups. Boo! Are you mad? What are you doing? I was only trying to help you with your hiccups. That was a fool thing to do. I just need a little time.
That shark fin steak I ate this morning was so delicious, but I have to admit that the golden fried butterfly wings stole the show.
It seems like you're okay now by my little surprise attack.
Yes, it seems so.
So, yes, he sells rare items. Grape seeds and gold jewelry and silver ingots. Tier 3, he sells golden ranked items. If you can afford to buy them, get them, because they are hard to come by. But I'm not here for that. I am here for the grape seeds. There's a reason why I want the grape seeds, but we'll see soon enough later on. We will get those later on, but not right now. So the merchant only shows up on this day every day in this area. Back here, this is locked. Don't know what it's for. I'm guessing it's his house. But yeah, that place is locked, so we won't be able to get in there for a bit. The captain here, haven't been able to talk to him at all. I've talked to him every day, and he still says the same thing. So I don't know what's going on with that. But yeah. It's good to know how to use a sword. Creswold told me about how you helped him. Here's a beer. It's on the house. Come to trade again, my friend. Let's get 2 craptastic beers. Let's get the rest of them. Now, every food can have an added effect. So in this case, the soups, sauerkraut has slow metabolism. Fish nuggets add extra time fishing. We'll get to that later. And then some of the soups have different sleeping effects. In this case, the bowl of lentils and the pumpkin soup have deep sleep, so you get a higher regeneration rate during sleeping. Fish soup, usually fish products give you better stats with fishing. And then beer thirst. Onion rings, pretty much anything salty makes beer taste better. So, yeah. So, we need to get back home. But I don't feel like walking. Teleport stone. Sweet home. So with the teleport stone, you can actually teleport home and or any location you visited. So in this case, in my game, I could teleport to back and forth between home and the dead horse, or another location that we're going to find later on. But I don't want the honey in there. I will put the flowers in there. But I'm not going to tell you what location that is right away, because that's spoilers. Not spoilers for you. It's rude. We're going to put the grape seeds away. We'll put the all but one beer away. Or should I do 15? Yeah, 15. And 16. And I'll put the potion away. And we'll hold on to everything else, because we're going to need it. All right. So let's head to the morgue. And then we'll go from there. Now, whenever you come over to near the morgue, it'll tell you if you have a body or not. Normally, you'll hear the jingle from the donkey if you're nearby. Usually, you hear it regardless. But yeah, I probably missed it. And as soon as you hear it, that's your cue to get back here and do what you need to do. For this playthrough, we're not going to... we're going to butcher the bodies as least as possible. because to me that's just a waste of time. Early on, it's not even a good source of money because you have to fix it to church first, and that could take a bit to fix it to church. And on top of it, we're gonna put the repair kits in here because we don't need them with us right now. Yeah, we're good. You don't need to do anything as far as using that meat yet because, well, first of all, to me it's just downright gross, but I know this is like another world in its game, first of all. But yeah, it's just odd to me that they want you to do that early on, but you can't sell the meat unless you either talk to that snake dude or you fix it with the church and you get your royal stamp for meat approved that way. So yeah, I never understood that, why they wanted you to do that early on, but yeah, I don't know. So I know it's been a bit, like I said, this episode is gonna be a little long, but I figured this would be a good wrapping up point for today's episode. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, in between episodes, I will be cleaning things up, and getting stuff prepped for the next episode. Like I said, this is gonna be, a long episode, regardless, just to get it established. And like I said, the next episodes are gonna be an hour. Or they're not gonna be an hour. They're gonna be like half hour at most. So yeah, like normal Minecraft episode lengths that I normally do. Because if you're trying to, enjoy a game and, get the information about the game out, you need to be able to... Oh, I'm tired. So up here tells you, it will tell you your debuffs or your buffs. In this case, I have a debuff right now. So I'm going to take constant energy damage until I run out of energy. And then eventually it'll start taking health away from me until I go to sleep. So yeah. We're going to store... that. Actually, I want 30 of those. Please. Thank you. And I want 30 of those. Keep a decent amount on me. But yeah, up above, it'll give you your buffs and debuffs. In this case, I have a debuff, so it's like, go to bed, you're tired. So yeah, with that said, I'm going to wrap it up here. And when we come back in the next episode, which will be shorter, I promise, we are going to go and see what Gary wants with this beer. Because remember, he's a skull. And not like a skull, like a zombie head. He's a skull. There's nothing... I don't know where the beer's going to go, other than slosh around in a skull for a little bit. So yeah, that's gonna be weird. And then we're gonna go and do some exploring. We're not even going to worry about the farm and all that. We're gonna go do some exploring, get some basic resources, and we're gonna just chit chat. So yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in for Graveyard Keeper. With that said, I am your host, Michael Gardner, aka Blue Fox 22. As always, stay safe, stay as healthy as humanly possible. Don't end up here in this weird world. And above all, stay foxy. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you all in the next episode of Graveyard Keeper. Take care and bye-bye. What in the world? This is not good. Not good at all. Who do you think you are? I'm the new graveyard keeper. Hooray! A kipper! Wow, I've been here for, how long? I'm York. I'm so lonely. Poor me. It's too bad you're here. Wait, no. On the contrary, I'm very glad to see you. But we do have a rather unpleasant fellow buried here. We'd really like to have a new neighbor instead. That sounds like something you can help us with? I'm not exactly sure why I'm here, actually. Gary only told me about burying bodies. You're Yorick? And he's Gary. Funny. The half-dead skull? That jealous bastard. You can only dream of what a peaceful rest we're having. Who am I kidding? It's terrible here. Especially that guy down in the lowest right corner grave. He's so mean. Could you just get rid of him? Just dig him up and throw him in the river. I can even give you this license that I stole back when I was alive. What license? You're such a dummy. To dig up a corpse, you need a license. The old keeper used to buy them through the mailbox near the church. And now there are ghosts. And he wants me to dig up a grave and throw the guy into the river. What is going on with this game?